beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Badgers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his back in the middle. Turning it on. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the corner. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Second down, he'll throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Badgers are on the move. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll toss it to the left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking to fire. Steps away. Makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Makes it past the marker. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
This is an offense that can find multiple ways to get explosive plays, especially when they hand it off to this guy.
And it's so nice to have a running game you can depend on, especially when you get on the other side of the field, now set up on the two.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badger. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Looking left. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to keep it in the air. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And I love the location of that throw. 4th down on the slant. He puts it out in front of his target so that when he catches it, he can advance and get north to pick up more yards.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it. 1st down and more. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
The tight end outside. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So the 16-play drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Here's the heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Get set.
Making side adjustments here.
Timber, arrow. Tuna.
He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it up to 25. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Caught. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Badgers moving quickly to the line. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. This time on target. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Toss sweep to the right. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
And everything is going right. I mean, off a deflection, you've already scored a bunch of points, you got the lead. Palmer, everything that they've dialed up so far, it seems like it's working just fine.
And you just feel for the defense on that play, too, because obviously they've been making mistakes, and they've given up a lot of big plays, and we've seen missed tackles. Finally, an opportunity maybe to get an interception, just some ray of hope or something to look back on positively in this game. And again, like you said, David, it just has not been their day today. Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Complete idiot. Ready.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rink. Oh, he's got some space. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
At the 45 on its way. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's got the back in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Great job by the back on the option.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, and settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. The offense changing the play. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give and tick, 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 tick. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Badgers are in the hurry-up.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few 1st downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the 1st down.
offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31.
Lasso. Tuna.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Badger! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Looking to throw.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. He'll set up to throw. Extending the play. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the route is on. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to go up.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. First play of the drive wants to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were...